Hello, everybody. Uh, welcome. Uh, we're gonna do a few things here. Oh, wait a minute. Think that might work a little better. All right. So, first things first. My left arm is paralyzed from my shoulder to my elbow. I know I usually do stop motion animation, and I really love doing my stop motion animation. But with my arm being paralyzed, uh, it's kind of hard to do it. And there's a friend of mine out there that sent me a special spaceship that I had been looking for and I couldn't find. He found me one. And when I am able to get back up and do my stop motion, I will I will provide with my greatest effort to get that stop motion out. So, second thing, over the last year, I have found out a few things health wise. Uh, my lower lumbar area, I have some bulging discs that cannot be operated on. No matter what the doctors have said, that there's no way to fix it. Because second part is my spine is ate up with rheumatoid arthritis. My neck, the the spine, the disc, everything are degenerating. So I have very limited movement with my head. Third thing is, and this is the serious part, and I make sure that I made a promise that I'd make a phone call every day, and I have. I've made that phone call every day, but I've been fighting suicide uh, very strongly. It is hit very hard. So, with that, fighting that, the constant pain that I'm in, the silver foobar and snafu all at the same time. But we're going to work through it. We're going to get through it. I said, I made a promise to a very close friend that I would make a phone call every day. And I have. Over the last year, I have made a phone call every day to this person. And we're going to keep making that phone call. And there are other reasons. My nephew, who is in the back room here, uh, he's a he's a he's a lifeline. And he's only 3, and he is He's one of my lifelines because I watch him. Yeah, so that I can get my medicine. And I'm taking quite a bit of medicine. Second, my other nephew, who's actually become part of Silver Scratch Built Productions. And he's usually on with me, but right now he's at school. So over the summer, we try to do some pretty big things, and Thanksgiving holidays, Christmas holidays, uh, Mardi Gras holidays. We usually try to do a HeroClix battle, but we're also playing Marvel Crisis Protocol, which I have posted some pictures of miniatures that I've painted for Marvel Crisis Protocol and some that he's painted. Now, take it. He's only 11. He's only painted 6 figures in his painting career. That's another thing. I'm teaching him how to. I'm teaching him how to paint. Model and everything. He's really enjoying it. So he has become a part of the channel. Now, most of what I'm going to be doing for a while will be live streams. I'll try to put out a live stream maybe twice a week of me doing something, painting mostly because I can paint with one hand. And I'm a decent painter. I'm no professional. Hey, Duff Man, how you doing? I'm no professional by no means, but I'm pretty good. I can paint great, good tabletop quality and higher tabletop quality. And I've gotten into a little bit more of the competition painting. So, and I've won, in the past, I've won some awards for painting. So, I mean, I'm a decent painter. Hurting in the middle of moving. Hey, I can understand that, man. I can understand that. So, other than fighting the suicide, losing the use of part of my left arm, hurting constantly due to rheumatoid arthritis, degenerative disc disease, and bulging disc. I'm gonna put a smile on my crazy face, and we're gonna keep going. Now there's a couple of channels on here on YouTube. I'm gonna throw some kickbacks out too. Silicious Rum, that's RUM. He's a very big supporter. He helps. Then you got G-Force, who is a great friend and supporter. You got Only Vader Girl, who is a support. So I've got support through YouTube. I got support through family. And that's enough sad shit. Okay, so let's put a smile on our face and let's do some painting. So I'll show you what I've been working on. I had to, I'm gonna move this down, get my ugly mug out of the way for a little while, and we will pop this bad boy up here. I've been working on him, uh, doing some freehand work as well. Well, I had to pop his other arm, the weapon off of his arm, and put a different, same weapon, but I had to put a different one on because I put two. Uh, if you're looking at this. This is okay. Let's just do it this way. This is my left-facing weapon. Uh, I put the left-facing weapon on this arm as well. So I had to pop it off and put a right-facing weapon on it. So he's got one unpainted weapon. We're gonna take care of that. So then I've got two more that I'm gonna be working on. And let's get in here. Come on. Up. There we go. Got two more. So, and as you can see, he's got a painted weapon. So, and it won't take long to do the weapons. Well, it doesn't really take too long to do these because I'm just painting these two a little bit higher than tabletop quality, not competition wise, not competitionally, but I'm getting them to very high tabletop. So, with that being said, I want to set these two back here. We're going to pull this one forward. See, like I said, my lower part of my left arm works, but that's about it. So we have, oh man. Oh, here's something. I've also got a it's a proxy for Robute Gilliman, or as everybody calls him, Robot Gilliman. Let's see if we can get that in there and get it focused. I got a proxy for him, and this is his head. Let's see if I can. Oh, I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, there we go. Yeah, he got a floral wreath around his head. He's got some blonde hair going on. So yeah, he's looking pretty good. Yeah. Now then, let's put him back for a little bit. Let's get a decent brush, well, somewhat decent, and we're going to move this over here, and I'm gonna, let's see, I gotta get this primed black. It'll take a few minutes to do because I gotta get it all in there. And let's see if we can get this down a little bit more so y'all can see what I'm doing. Let me move this here so I can make sure that this stays in camera. All right. Have to run. Good to see you streaming again. Take care, bud. All right, Duff Man, you do the same. Yeah. So, okay. That's looking good. Yep, that looks good. All right, let's set that. We'll set that right there. And I'm going to grab that and then just reattach it to him until that can dry. And then I will finish that weapon out with the covers that are going to go on it. Oh, hmm. So yeah, I still have a few little things to do to this one, and then he'll be done. It's just some minor stuff that uh, I put a brown wash over his skeleton. There you go, his skeleton. I put a brown wash on it the other day, and I, I'm quite pleased with how the brown wash did. Oh yeah, and then I put the heat coming off of his engine vents. So yeah, that's he's looking good. Um, I've got. I'm gonna put some. I got some rust. I want to do some rusted areas to him, and I think that's going to be it for him. And then I will replicate everything on the other two. Yee-hoo! Uh, oh, my big egg arm in there. Sorry about that. Mm. Oh, here it is. Okay. So, oh, no, I think I get her. Let's turn that off. We don't need it. So, I'll tell you what, he's looking good. He's looking real good. I'm happy with him. Finish up that weapon and then put a little bit of rust on the skeleton, and hey, we will be done with him. Oh, excuse me. Oh. I wanted to see if this would look, how this would look if I did that. Let me use one of the. We'll take this one. Take that off. Okay. So now I want to. Now I'm gonna prime this thing black like I did everything else, but I just want to see what this would look like. Um, I think that's gonna kind of look kind of wicked. I think. Mm. Come on. There we go. Yeah. Let's see this. So, um, we're gonna, we're just gonna, this is gonna be kind of what we're gonna do. Okay, let's try this. Okay, so you see what I did? I wrapped this side of stuff on it. So now I'm gonna pull it off. Come here. Well, and do what I wanted to do. That's terrible. Might have to, if I'm gonna do that, I may have to. Great thing about that is, There we go. There we go. Yeah, that worked somewhat. Got that paint off because we don't want to do that, and then I don't know what. Oh, there it is. I may have to use my airbrush to spray paint or to do that design on there. May have to. But I don't have my airbrush with me because I'm not at my regular studio. That's okay. We're going to hang on to that because we're going to use it. So, with that being said, let's get the other color that I need for this weapon here for him, and then we'll go from there. So, is that it? Yep, it is. Bootable. Yeah, there we go. Silver dollar metallic. It is a beautiful color. Yep. Now, take that like that. We're gonna go like so, and we're gonna wipe off that. Okay. All right. So we need to. All right. Hey, Tiki, how are you doing, my buddy? Not bad. Bunkering down for the hurricane. Oh, man. Where are you at? I know it's coming into Florida. I haven't seen anything on it. What part of Florida are you in? Ooh, wee. You stay safe, my friend. You stay safe. Looks like it's going to get too bad. Get the heck out of there. I hear you, man. Yep, I hear you. Hey, I've done that before. Painting models by candlelight. Oh, heck yeah, I've done that. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Get a little hobby in the end. I remember, I don't know what the name of the daggum thing was, but it was the one that came up Mobile Bay many years ago. And I lived in Point Clear, Alabama, which is on the bay. Well, the first night, the first night that before it even came in, I stayed home, right? And my mom, my stepdad, and my sister, they all went to the hurricane shelter, which was the high school. And I said, well, if it gets really bad, I'll meet y'all there. So, yeah, first night, I stayed in the trailer. I didn't get any sleep, didn't do anything. It was, it was atrocious. I got up at like 6 o'clock, grabbed my shotgun case, which had my Eldar army in it, and I hightailed it to the high school, the hurricane shelter. I had all my paints, I had all I didn't just have my Eldar, I actually had my Epic 40K stuff with me. I had uh, Imperial Guard and Tyranids. So yeah, I had all that, and so I was like, yeah. So I got a couple of games in with some friends that were there that played. So we got a couple of games of the Epic 40K in, and was after that, because we stayed at the shelter, I think 4 days before we were able to leave, and yeah, it was it was something else. So oh, excuse me, I the rest of the time I painted, and I had this an Eldar scheme that was just fanatically crazy. I painted the I had painted all of my vehicles, and I had two Falcons, and I had two Falcons, a couple of Wave Serpents. I had three Vipers, and I think one squad of 9 jet bikes for that army. Then I had my regulars, your Dire Avengers, your Striking Scorpions, your Howling Banshees, Dark Reapers, Swooping Hawks, all that kind of good stuff. And then I had my Guardians. Well, my paint scheme was black with a blue dry brush. Then certain panels on the vehicles were picked out in orange, and then a dry brush of yellow, and then I put leopard print into it. So that was into my vehicles. So they were leopard print, and then each of my units had they were painted a little differently. Each of my units had a leopard print somewhere on them, except for my warp spiders. My warp spiders did not have any leopard print on them whatsoever. And I had one unit of warp spiders that were painted up like black widows. And I had gone in and I had sculpted them some boobies. So they were black with a very light, dry blush of dark blue, and then I had done the Black Widow hourglass on their warp jump generators. The other set of warp spiders I did were painted up like them gigantic spiders that only come out at summertime. They're green and yellow, and they make very ooey gooey sticky webs, and you see them all over the place. Tree, up above. I mean, yeah, creepy little spiders. So I had my second unit of warp spiders were painted like that. My banshees were spectral blue with red hair and a stripe of leopard print going down the center of their hair. James R. was the same way. Morgan Ra, he was done up in black with a light gray dry brush over him, and the sickle on his weapon had the leopard print on it. Yeah, I loved that Eldar army, and then I sold it. Sold it and got we started playing fantasy at our local gaming store. So I got into the Tomb Kings. So I sold my Eldar army and was able to buy a complete Tomb King list. And heck, I had fun with it. I did. I had fun with it. Let me check something here on this. Yep, goes all the way around. So, yeah. I have, over my history of playing Warhammer, I've had every army except for the Custodes and Admech. Those are the only two armies I have never had. I had an 11,000 point chaos army, right? And it was a mixture of all four powers and undivided. Because I had Abaddon. He was my main man. And this is when he was an itty bitty teeny weeny little guy. He wasn't that big humongous monster that they sell now. And he was all metal. So yeah, I had Abaddon. I had champions for each faction, each god. I had all of my Zinch personalities were on disc. I took Bjorn the Feldhand from the Space Wolves, and I turned him into Lothar Bubonicus, Plague Dreadnought of Nurgle. And he was gross, but I loved him. I really did. I loved him. Okay, so that's that. And that arm, now he's redone. Um, the arm's a little bit different colored silver, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Him back to being finished. And I can always go back and give it a little bit of nastiness, some rust or whatever. Doesn't matter. I'll take care of it. Now, here comes the fun part. Since I primed most of everything black, except for this shoulder pad right here, it's actually primed red. So that I can do the freehand because it's got it's supposed to be basically the banner, the 817th 817th Regiment of the Dkok. It's the banner. Then you have a Dkok Krieg soldier's face. It's supposed to be like skull and crossbones, but it's the gas mask and helmet crossed with two las guns over a German style cross. Because I don't care what you say, who says it, what you want to do. They're the good guys, but they're space Germans. They are. They're space Germans, without a doubt. So, yeah. And then the lower has a ghost face on it. Yeah, it came out pretty good. So yeah, that's them. Wow, not bad, not bad if I do say so myself. Yeah, the inside of this is primed red, so because I primed this one black and it took me forever to get a solid red coat on it. And then I had to use two different color reds to do it. Scarlet and crimson. Yeah, that's what I had to do. So there she is. Oh, hang on. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about these two that are not painted. We're just gonna work on this one that is painted, and we'll just leave them here. They're there for moral support. Okay, let's turn this around a little bit to where. Oops, sorry. I'm gonna need that and this. No, not that one. Sorry, guys. My big fat arm. It's light. Okay. Oh. So we're gonna go. Okay, so that's how it's gonna work. That's the order because we gotta go from dark to light. Yay! And we're just gonna put a dab-a-doo right there. And normally I make my own colors, my own rust. Oh God, did I have this really nasty stuff. So about 4 years ago, I painted my dad's house, my stepdad's house, right? And It was he told me what he said. Here's the paint. I want you to use to paint the house. I said, okay. I opened it up. Oh my God, this paint was atrocious. It was as it was thicker than pea soup, right? So I was able to scrape like the top inch of it off. Now this was a solid, nasty sludge type stuff, right? And yeah, so I was like, God, that looks like rust. So I went in the house. I got me one of my empty bottles because I keep empty bottles all the time. And I was like, okay. So I put the sludge in that bottle and I used it for, God, a long, long, long time. And I used it as rust. And it did. It looked like rust. If you look in my community page, right, there's a picture, a couple of pictures of a Nurgle night that I did. And I used this sludge stuff on the night, on its um crap. You know what? Let me take those off. It's easier to paint with them off. There we go. So yeah, I I did. I caked this stuff on its arm. And man, you talk about when it dried, it was like typhus corrosion on steroids. And I was like, I don't gotta buy no more typhus corrosion. Not that I ever bought any to begin with, but I was like, oh yeah, I've got my own corrosive metal sludge rust, and I'm a happy camper. So yeah. Well, I went to get it the other day when I packed everything up to come down to my niece's so that I could watch my nephew for a couple of days because he was not feeling well. And couldn't go to daycare. So I did. I come on down and I was like, so I grabbed my paints and I grabbed my models that I'm working on, and I was like, okay, so and I went to grab the rust because I knew I wanted to put rust on the legs, the skeleton of this guy, right? And it was hard as a rock. Well, actually, it was harder than a rock. It made a rock look like French toast. I mean, it's bad. So I was like, oh well, I don't have that no more. So, but in the meantime, I've also been working on a project, and I have come up with the well. Let me lift this up a little bit so we can. There we go. And see the way the base is done. That is my own recipe, and it's called Mad Matters Monster Colors and Ground Texture Basing Texture Compound. I've got a recipe for it, and I'm working on getting everything ready to submit it to Kickstarter. So yeah, and it's really cool. It's got a bunch of colors. I won't say how many right now, but it does have a bunch of different colors, and it is it. I won't. I won't. I will. I like AK Interactive stuff, but I was like, well, there's only a few types of basing compounds out there, so let's put another one out on the market, see how it does, see how it works. So we'll see. So yeah, hopefully by March I will be actually be doing the Kickstarter. So if you're not subscribed to the channel and you want to keep a eye out, please subscribe. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe. Share my work. Share it with your mama. Share it with your sister, your brother, your worst enemy. Hey, just share it. Doesn't cost anything. Subscribing doesn't cost anything, and hitting that like button doesn't either. But that's enough of boring self promotion. We don't really need to do that no more. Let's just work on some painting, get this guy rusted up, and go from there. Oh yeah. Okay, I think. Oh, let's much in there, but we'll have a little bit. Be towards the bottom because the top's got it's got its thing. Uh, and I may have to. Oh, I know what else I wanted to do with this thing. So take care of that. And then water would rain and sludge would pool toward the bottom here. Yeah. Okay. That worked. Got that done. Okay. Next color. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Not even gonna wash my brush out. Ouch. We're just gonna go on into that second color. And it's a, it's thin. Don't need to thin it down. Don't need to add anything to it. It's good. Now I'm not gonna put a little bit here and there with this one because it's lighter. And I don't want it to overpower. Mm. Mm. Okay. All righty. Oh, I need a little bit over here on this one. Mm. I will be taking some pictures later of the finished product and putting it on, or the getting close to being finished product, and putting it on my community page. So be on the lookout for that one. Okay. Now this one here is the lightest of the three. Mm. Need a drink. Okay. So, and again, we're not washing the brush out. So, Mm. Yeah, that's definitely, you can definitely tell that this bad boy is a free blade for Krieg, because Krieg don't really have time to stop and maintenance everything like they should, because they're in a constant state of war. Sorry about my arm, guys. Apologize. Oh, oh. Yeah, that's and then we'll put the weapons back on. Yeah. Yeah, you can tell he's kind of rusted out. Which is okay. It's okay. Hey, my model I painted the way I want to, right? Ain't that the whole point of painting? You know, unless you're commission painting for somebody and they want a specific scheme, but if it's yours, paint it how you want to. You want pink orcs, paint pink orcs. You know, hey, it's that's the whole purpose of, the hobby. It's your stuff. Yeah, your friends are probably going to give you some ideas of, hey, this would look really cool on that model, and this would look cool on that model. But when it comes all down to it, it's your model. Paint it how you want to. That's what I say. And I'll be the first to give you some advice. Hey, man, this would look good. You could try this. Boom, 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 try that. And hey, you know, if you want to take the advice and try it, then hey, all right, cool. We made some progress. But when it comes down to it, today's Monday or today's Tuesday or today's Wednesday or today's Thursday or today's Friday or whatever day of week it is, it's your model painted how you want to. So I did. I got me a rusty rust bucket skeleton on my night. Nope. Go away. Sorry. There we go. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna shut down. I did my stream for the day. Maybe the next time I'll stream a little later in the evening time. So that because I know probably most of my friends are they're all at work. You never know, except for a few. Uh, so with that, hey, we're we it's a hobby. Uh, and we're a community of hobbyists, and it don't matter if you're big or small. You know, uh, if you got 100,000 subscribers or 10 subscribers, doesn't matter. Hey, at least 10 people out there like you, like what you're doing. Uh, it takes time to grow, and I didn't get into YouTube to become rich. I got into YouTube because I always wanted to do it, and it's fun. Plus, you get to meet a lot of people that you would probably never meet any other way. Because I I have an Instagram, but I am very rarely on Instagram. Um, I don't do Facebook. I don't do Twitter. I don't do Twitch. I don't do well, Twitter is X now. I don't do what's that other one? Is it TikTok? I don't do TikTok. I don't do, the only social media that I do is pretty much it's YouTube and Instagram. And like I said, I ain't been on Instagram in months. But then again, I've also, like I said at the first of the stream, I'm going through some stuff, but I'm working my way through it. And in the end, everything's going to be okay. So, thanks for joining in. Thanks, Duffman. Thanks, Tiki. Uh, y'all are cool. But hey, we're all cool. Uh, I will see y'all. I'll schedule another stream. Probably later in the week. I'm gonna talk to a friend of mine. He usually does streams around 8 o'clock in the evening time. I might try to talk him into doing a StreamYard stream with me. And he's a painter. He's a painter. Uh, that's all he does. He doesn't play. He just paints. Shells of Iron. Check him out if you don't know him. We have a blast on his channel when he streams. There are a bunch of nuts in there like me. We're all crazy, and we have a good time. I don't know. And he usually streams for about 3 to 4 hours, and we pick at him. He picks at us. We have a good time. Let's see. Duff Man, if you're listening, check out Tiki the Hut's channel. He does some crazy stuff. He's mostly Conflict 47. All right, Tiki, be careful, man. Hopefully you don't get swamped. Uh, Hopefully I get Duff Man to come out and check out your channel if he's not already there. Uh, uh, yeah. Peace out, people. Miss Silver Scratch Bill Productions signing off. Over and out. 10-4. See you later. Farewell. So long. Hasta la vista, baby.